right now. The Panther Live, listen to warm up. Thanks for. We're
Okay, I'm talking to the microphone. Jill, tell me when you hear this.
Welcome to Panther Live with Andy Damjanovich and Nate Parseghian. Welcome to the Class A matchup tonight between the Belgrade Panthers, 1-0, against the Dillon Beavers, who are 2-0. Both teams looking to go undefeated as the season goes on. Dillon Beavers, they are the defending state champs after last year's season of the 24-0 record. Belgrade comes in off a 12-9 record last year. And we'll be back in about 2 minutes for a pregame talk.
All right, Belgrade Panther fans, welcome to basketball season on Panther Live. This is Nate Parseghian. Joining me is Andy Damjanovich. Andy, thanks for joining the broadcast tonight.
Yeah, it's good to be back. Had a great football season with you, and now we're ready to roll for basketball season.
So, yeah, we kick things off at Dillon. A big matchup against the defending state champions. What can you tell us here about the Beavers?
Well, the Beavers are coming off a 24-0 record last year. They look to be a pretty athletic team. They lose two powerful players, though, off last year's roster. Tanner Haverfield, who averaged about 18 a game. He's signed over a tier in Dillon, actually, in Western College. And then Troy Anderson, who averaged about 16 points a game. He's a top pick for freshman of the year for the Bobcats in a football. So those two players were all state and also Montana-Wyoming All-Stars. So Dillon takes a hit there, and so we'll see if the Beavers can continue to raise their game. They come in a little bit shorthanded with losing two of those players, but Dillon always reloads. We also think of Coach Thomas actually tonight. He's not here, the Hall of Fame coach for Dillon. He actually had triple bypass surgery, so he's good to go. He's recovering, but he probably won't be back till around January. So assistant coach Zach McCray will take over the helm for Coach Thomas till he can return. And so we'll see what this matchup is about. Dillon comes in 2-0. They dismantled Whitefish by about 20, and then they beat Columbia Falls in overtime by 1 in a close, tight game, 42-41. On the other hand, Belgrade comes in off a 12-9 record last year. Coach Mike Deming, his 8th season. His head coaching record is 103-75. Mike comes in with that. And he's got Dawson Fowler as his top-rated player, who is a top 5 player in the state of Montana this year. He, too, just signed his letter of intent and actually signed for the Western Bulldogs here. So he'll be playing over in Dillon as well, coming off about averaging around 17 a game last year. Belgrade's got some nice young players coming up, though, as far as lacking varsity experience. But they've worked hard and they're competitive. They beat Miles City last week 61-49 in a good game over in Miles City, so good start to the season. But he's got some nice players. Austin Edwards had a great season, or off season, and we look at Matt Walker, the point guard. Easton Page came off a great game last week with 24 points. He's great getting to the rim, very athletic. And then also Spencer Gordon comes off last year's state team as well.
All right, so there, as you mentioned, both teams, and Dawson Fowler here, which will soon be his new home city here in Dillon, Montana, as he signed with Montana Western, expecting a big night out of him for the Panthers. Want to let you know that this is the Ty Elliott State Farm Insurance pregame show. Don't think about retirement, plan for it. Call Ty Elliott at State Farm in Belgrade, 388 3178. I know Ty personally. He is a big supporter of Belgrade High School, so thank you, Ty, for all your support in the pregame show. Let's go ahead and step aside for 1 minute. That's a 1 minute break. You are listening to Belgrade Panther basketball on 1230 ESPN. And Panther Live listeners at home, we're going to be doing a radio broadcast here while we're going along. I also want to mention that our Panther Live broadcast is brought to you by Taco Time. Make sure you visit Taco Time in Belgrade, proudly supporting the Belgrade Panthers for 33 years. And Andy, tell us about, Bill, the owner there at Taco Time, great supporter of the Panthers.
Yeah, Bill Schmidt's a great guy, all in for the community, supports our athletics and our schools heavily, and he's been all into the community, so we're thankful for Bill's support and Taco Time sponsor to help us out this year.
Yeah, thanks, Bill. We are going to be back from our commercial break in 20 seconds, and we're going to have the national anthem, so we'll let that play through. And welcome back, folks. We have the national anthem coming up here, so once that starts, I'm going to step aside and let you guys enjoy the national anthem here.
We appreciate your support and would like to thank you for keeping our school tobacco-free. Beaver County High School and the MHSA have exclusive authority and ownership rights of all filming, videotaping, video streaming, and photography of MHSA events, including member schools. Any rebroadcast, reproduction, photo sales, and live streaming, including Facebook Live or other platforms without the written consent of Beaver County High School and the MHSA is prohibited. At this time, we please stand in honor of America with playing our national anthem by the BCHS band in the direction of Ms. Katie Rafferty and the presentation of the colors by the BCHS cheerleaders in the direction of Ms. Bradley Zupp and Ms. Miranda Martinez.
So there you have it, the national anthem from the Beaverhead County High School Pep Band. As the flag makes its way off the court by the Dillon Beavers cheer squad. Well, here we go. Now we'll have the starting lineups here from both teams. You'll probably catch some of that announcement from the PA announcer here. Getting started just a little bit late. The freshman game went to the Beavers, pretty big, and then JV was a pretty close game, and the Belgrade Panthers took the JV game by 1 point. As going through the starting lineups right now for both teams. I want to mention also the Belgrade girls and the Dillon girls are playing right now at the event center in Belgrade, so we'll be trying to catch updates on that one and try to keep you updated on that as well. And let's go ahead, though, right now and step aside for 1 minute while we go through the rest of the starting lineup, and we'll be back with the tip in 1 minute. You're listening to Belgrade Panther basketball on 1230 ESPN Radio. All right, welcome back. You're getting ready for the tip here. Big matchup here in Class A basketball, kind of a measuring stick game here for the Panthers. Getting ready here against the defending state champions as Dawson Fowler controls the tip. Edwards tips it at Easton Page. Page now on the left wing. Looks to Walker. Walker to Fowler. Deep three from Fowler. Off the front iron. Loose rebound grabbed by the Beavers. Now dribbling in number 5. Steps in, takes it. That is up and in off the glass.
Andrew Lumeau.
Yeah, Andrew Lemieux there with the 2.
Yeah. Dillon out to their 1-3-1.
Fowler calling it here from the top. Looking inside, gets to Edwards on the high post.
Now they're back to man there.
Edwards takes it in, kicks it back out to Walker. Walker looks to penetrate, back out to Spencer Gordon. Or excuse me, this is Page. Page will take it to the hoop, and we have a whistle.
Outstanding job by Page, and that's what he did all night, and that's what he'll look to do is get to the rim. He's put a lot of time in the offseason here, as you can see him thickening up in the weight room. Easton is athletic, and he had 24 points against Miles City last week. A lot of them just going to the rim and getting to the foul line as well. So great job by Easton there, pushing the effort to the rim there.
All right, so inbounded here to the Panthers, and then a kicked ball there as the Beavers defense looking to steal it there, kicked it away. So out of bounds, it's going to be Panthers ball here. 7:09 to go in the first quarter. Dillon leads 2-0.
Yeah, Dillon back to their bread and butter, 1-3-1.
Spencer Gordon in the corner to Walker on the wing now. Walker barks out orders. Shoots a 3 and is in. Matt Walker with a 3. Panthers lead this one 3-2.
Yeah, the other day in practice, Coach Deming was even telling Walker, as you get set in the offense, when you have an open shot, you can't be afraid to shoot it. You got to make people guard you. And Matt's experienced by now, and he knocks down the 3. Great job by Matt.
So a whistle here on the floor. It's going to be out of bounds. Foul on the Panthers. Under the hoop here for the Beavers now in the corner driving. Kicking around here. We're going to get the names of these Beavers here real soon now. This is Haverfield here controlling it up top. That's a familiar name here for Beaver fans.
Yeah, brother to Tanner Haverfield, who just came out, all-state player out of Dillon, who's playing at Western College now. Younger brother Michael.
Haverfield now on the wing. Page on the defense, looking for a teammate, kicks it back out here to number 5. That's Lemieux.
Belgrade's done a great job here defensively in their man-to-man, playing hard, staying down. They're great balance. They're not getting caught in the air there, but a little bump foul by Austin Edwards, number 45, will pick up his first.
So this ball is going to be inbounded out of bounds here under the Panther basket. Haverfield will inbound.
Kind of a knick-knack foul. Just didn't want to let the guy cross his face, which is the rule in man-to-man defense. Can't let any crossers happen.
Here underneath, losing the handle on it is Lemieux.
Looked like a travel there, Nate.
Yeah, and then getting the ball back for 3 and missing air ball there from Haverfield. Panthers lead 3-2. They got the ball 5:59 to go here in the first quarter.
Great job again by Belgrade's defense. Playing hard, very sound right now defensively.
So Fowler here will control it from the wing. To Walker now. Walker looking inside. Edwards from the corner back to Walker. Walker looks at her. Entry pass in low to Page. Page kicks it back out to Fowler. Fowler looks to drive. Right hand. Pulls back. 20-footer. Misses. Rebound goes to the Beavers. Pushing it now is Lemieux.
Yeah, they got to look at that diagonal pass a little bit quicker. Dawson's actually on that top wing when it's down below. Austin Edwards should have had a quicker pass, actually cross diagonal to Dawson there. So they got to get out of that corner a little bit quicker on offense.
Here Haverfield looking for something open. Gets it down low. Allison, the 6'9" senior, lays it in. It's now 4-3. Beavers with the lead. 5 minutes to go here, first quarter. Fowler controls it up top now for the Panthers.
Yeah, the backside defense just got caught there. Not quick enough on the rotation. Got the layup out of the easy hoop.
Fowler to Page. Page short front iron. Gets his own rebound. Goes up with it again. And this time misses again. It's going to be rebound by Allison. And Haverfield will control it here for the Beavers.
2 good shots there by Easton. Those are great shots to take on the shot list of ranking of 1 to 4 like Coach Deming usually teaches. That was a shot 1.
All right, so Haverfield, on the other end here, Haverfield drives. He's fouled by Edwards. That will send Michael Haverfield to the line. Foul on number 45. That is his second foul. That's Austin Edwards. for the Panthers at 4:39 to go here in the first quarter. Dillon leading this one 4-3 with Haverfield at the line. First free throw on the way and is good.
Yeah, Belgrade got into foul trouble early against Miles City in the first half. 3 of their starters had 3 or more fouls, including Dawson Fowler, who had 4. Austin and Matt Walker both had 3 fouls, and so they kind of got benched. So Austin's got to play smart. He's just a little bit late on his rotation. Just get caught out of... Dillon decides to bring the full court press here.
Here's Page in the corner. Trapped. We have a whistle. Let's see what we're going to have here. Is this going to be a foul on the Beavers? Did you catch that there, Andy?
Yeah, it looks like a foul that looks like they tried to split the double team and got hit on the arm there.
Score is now 6-3 with 4:28 to go first quarter. Dillon with the lead. Panthers with the ball.
It's a tough place to play here.
In the corner, Page back up to Fowler. Fowler triple team, jump stops. Gets it to Walker. Walker inside now to Noel Reynolds with a nice pass, but stolen away here. And now on the fast break come the Beavers. Stripped away by Page, but gathered up again by the Beavers. Now tipped around. Finally, it's taken away by Walker. Fast break. Matt Walker at the other end. Goes to Layden. Misses. Followed by Toffsley. Misses. Misses again. Now Noel Reynolds grabs the rebound. And he has this ball batted away. It's finally out of bounds. Boy, a little sloppy play there, back and forth.
Yeah, well, you got to hit those point-blank shots. You're not going to get too many chances again. When you're that close to rim, you got to finish. Toffsley's got to finish there.
So inbound here to Fowler. Looks for Walker in the corner. Walker dribbles it back out, plays it to Fowler up top. Double teamed in the zone. Inside now to Reynolds. Reynolds to Toffsley under the basket. Great pass from Noel Reynolds to Andrew Toffsley. 6-5, Panthers trail by 1.
Yeah, Noel's got good sense of the game. He's always been a player that knows the game well, as far as knows where guys should be in spots. Good no-look pass there. He knew Toffsley was going to be there, and they connect for the bucket.
Now driving baseline. Beavers kicking out here to Haverfield up top. Inside to Anderson. Back up top to Haverfield for 3. Haverfield's good. 9-5, 3:13 to go here. First quarter. Beavers with the lead.
Got to find him. You can't be late on rotation with Michael Haverfield. Both him and his brother are good shooters, and he makes Belgrade pay there to extend the lead 9-5.
So Walker now has his pass stolen away by Haverfield. Haverfield all alone, and he almost dunks it in there, just lays it in nicely. So a quick 2 there by Haverfield, and Mike Deming is going to take a timeout to talk this one over here. Just needed to kind of stop the bleeding. Score is 11-5. Dillon with a quick burst there to jump up on top.
Yeah, no timeout there. They were just bringing subs in off the bench. Refs holding for subs there.
Gotcha. So substitution here coming into the game. It looks like we're going to have Jacob Klonzinski in for the Panthers.
You can't make mistakes against Dillon. They're always a sound team. And as soon as you make a mistake, they always capitalize. And they capitalize on 2 straight possessions there. One for a missed defensive rotation on a 3. And then our point guard turns it over. Matt turns it over in a crucial spot there to extend the lead 11-5.
So now Walker in the corner with the ball. Gets it inside to Fowler. Fowler on the baseline. Looks to drive. Goes up. Fouled. Misses the shot but draws the contact. He'll go to the line. Dawson Fowler will try to cut into this lead with 2:35 to go in the first quarter. Belgrade Panthers trailing the Dillon Beavers 11-5. Dawson Fowler at the line.
Yeah, I'm glad. It was a nice little post up there out of that zone there for Dawson Fowler. And he's put a lot of time, too, in the weight room. Knew that he was going to have to play long minutes, play both sides of the ball hard, put some strength on, and he posted up, got to the rim, got fouled, and he sinks his 2 free throws. So good option there for Coach Deming.
All right, so Fowler hits the 2. Now it's 11-7, Beavers with the lead. Lemieux here controls it up top, gets it to Haverfield. Now to Anderson. Haverfield now on the right wing. Back to Lemieux. Anderson now into the corner. 3-pointer on the way is good for Jace Fitzgerald. Big 3 ball, 14-7. Beavers with the lead.
Yeah, if you're going to play zone against the Dillon Beavers, you got to have good rotation. They're usually deadly from the 3-point line, and they've hit a few here against the Belgrade zone.
Now looking to drive. Fowler misses. We're going to have a foul on the play. Inbounding under the basket here for the Panthers. Fowler in the corner to Walker. Inside to Reynolds. Reynolds looking for some room. Back out to Walker. Fowler now up top. Klonzinski in the corner to Toffsley down low. Back up to Klonzinski. 1:42 to go here, first quarter. Panthers trailing by 7. That ball's tipped away, nearly stolen by Lemieux. It's going to be out of bounds. Panthers ball.
Yeah, too late on the passes. I think they're getting a little bit confused. Coach Deming's rule is a late pass is a bad pass. You can't be late. If you missed it, you got to hold on to it and reset and regroup. And that's how turnovers happen.
So now here, Fowler up top, barks out some orders. 1:30 to go, first quarter. Page now on the right wing, picks up a screen from Reynolds. His pass is stolen away by Haverfield, but Fowler grabs it back. Fowler now the other end behind the back, pulls up for a 15-footer, is good. 14-9, Panthers trail, 1:20 to go here, first quarter.
Great play by Dawson there. Good hustle after the ball. Goes behind the back, crossover. That's what we call Kansas shooting move. That's what they do as part of their shooting drills, and he comes over across the middle, and he's got a nice little pull-up jumper in the middle. Nice soft touch.
Now on the wing here, Fitzgerald gets it all the way across to Rakic. Rakic pulls up, misses. Reynolds fights for the rebound, gets it, takes it away there from a Beaver. Now Fowler with a nice pass down low to Toffsley. Toffsley brings it back out. Fowler now for 3. No, he pump fakes.
Yeah, Toffsley's got to finish there. He's got to get a little bit more focused. Coach Deming not happy at all with him. Great pass by Dawson. He's got to go in and finish the layup. He's got to be more focused, looking to be more aggressive and finish there.
Here, 35 seconds to go, first quarter. Panthers down 5. Klonzinski now. Fowler for 3, deep in the wing, misses. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by the Panthers, so it's going to be Beavers' ball.
Coach Deming coming in with Spencer Gordon there, Nate.
So Spencer Gordon here checks into the game for the final 27 seconds of the first quarter.
Gives Dawson Fowler a quick rest there. Belgrade can't lose Michael Haverfield here. They're going to go for the last shot with 18 seconds to go.
It looks like Dillon's going to hold it for the last shot as Lemieux is just stalling up top. 10 seconds to go now in the first quarter.
Just going to look to screen that zone a little bit on the rotation. Yep, screen the bottom of the zone.
Yep, Haverfield for 3, misses long. Gordon grabs the rebound, just 2 seconds to go. Page from midcourt. It's got a chance, and he just misses. Easton Page, that would have been a nice three-pointer to end the quarter. Instead, though, he misses. Panthers trail 14-9. Let's go ahead and take a 1-minute break. You are listening to Belgrade Panther basketball on 1230 ESPN. Back in 1 minute. All right, welcome back here to Dillon, Montana, Beaverhead County High School. Panthers and Beavers here just end the first quarter action there. Dillon leads this one 14-9, ready to start the second quarter. Want to remind you that Belgrade basketball is brought to you by Town & Country Foods. Save cash at Town & Country Foods. Town & Country Foods, serving your local communities. As we have a whistle here just to start the second quarter. It's going to be a foul on Matt Walker.
Yeah, guys about 35 feet away from the hoop, and I know Matt's trying to extend the zone there, but you can't get into that ticky-tackle foul type stuff. It's a tough place to play, and he picks up a real cheap one there. Almost picks up a second one there.
Yeah, that looks to be the 4th team foul for the Panthers now as the Beavers look to work down low. Lemieux misses. Nice rebound by Allison, but he's going to be called for, I believe, an over the back. And when you're 6'9", it's hard not to go over the back.
Yeah, you got to just make sure that when you rebound that you get a body on him and actually start to push him out so he can come down on top of you with contact. Otherwise, if there's no contact, it's not over the back. So we got to make sure we continue to get a body on him.
Fowler now up top to Page on the wing. Page gets it in the corner. Back up to Page all the way across to Fowler. Panthers just playing it around the perimeter right now. Not much room inside. As Easton Page now gets it to Walker. Walker back to Page. Now in the corner. This is Edwards. Edwards misses. Rebound by Allison. And Haverfield's headed the other way. Haverfield now controls it up top. Gets it to Fitzgerald. Now inside. Back out to Fitzgerald for three. Shot on the way is good. Jace Fitzgerald with the three ball. 17-9. Beavers with the lead. 6:50 to go second quarter.
Yeah, a little in and out action there. And like I said, you got to match up with their shooters. And if they get that touch inside, that can break down the defense. So zone's got to tighten up a little bit.
Page looks to take it to the basket from the baseline. He is fouled in the process, so Easton Page is going to go to the free throw line and try to cut into this 8-point lead here for the Beavers.
Yeah, great job again by Easton Page getting to the rim. As you can see, by him being aggressive.
Page misses the first free throw. Belgrade basketball is brought to you by Stockman Bake. Brought to you by Stockman Bake, Montana's brand of baking. Wow, I kind of screwed that one up, but definitely check out Stockman Bake there in Belgrade. I read that one twice. Page now second free throw on the way. Misses. Rebound, Dawson Fowler.
Yeah, Dawson's actually a good jumper, and he's extremely long. He's actually a pretty good rebounder, so good hustle by him. That doesn't surprise me.
Edwards now all the way across to Walker for three. Walker's three is good. Matt Walker with the three from the left wing. 17-12 now. Panthers trailing by just 5.
Matt Walker's second three of the night. Good job by Matt being ready to shoot. Like we talked about, good diagonal pass out of the zone. Like I said, Austin finds the three-point shooter that time.
Lemieux now to Fitzgerald inside. Kicks back out now. Here is Lemieux for three. His shot is long. Tipped away by the Beavers. It's going to be out of bounds. And it's going to be Belgrade's ball with 5:57 to go here in the second quarter. Again, looking at the Bozeman Ford Lincoln and RV scoreboard, Dillon leading this one 17-12 with just under 6 minutes to go until halftime.
We'll see if Belgrade can't get more action out of against the zone here. Got to try to keep moving in, keep Dillon off balance. They're good in that 1-3-1. They know how to play it really well, so you got to have a good offense out of it.
Here's Page up top. He gets to Gordon in the corner. Back to Page. Now Fowler for three. In. Dawson Fowler with a big three, and it's just a 2-point game here with 5:30 to go until halftime.
That's what we call zone-o there. It's a good zone play Coach Deming has in his back pocket against the zone, and get that screener coming across in the baseline.
Boy, a nice near steal from Fowler as Bradley Rakic tried a dangerous pass all the way across the floor. Dawson Fowler got his long arms on it. It, though, went out of bounds. It's going to be went out of bounds against Belgrade, so it's going to be Dillon's ball here under the Panther basket.
Got to be careful. Austin came out too high on that zone. Underneath, out of bounds, you got to stay flattened on the zone, and again, they lose Haverfield out of the inbound there, and you can't lose him. He just hit another three, and you can't exchange threes with these guys.
Right.
Especially in their own gym.
Haverfield hits the big three for the Beavers now. Looking at the Bozeman Ford Lincoln RV scoreboard, the score is 20-15 with 5:08. There's a timeout on the floor. I believe this was Belgrade taking this timeout. And looks like Panthers talking things over here in the huddle. So you can probably hear this Dillon band right here in front of us. Got the drum line going. Want to remind you, hey, this is an advertisement I don't want to screw up. I got to make sure I get this one right. Rich's Flooring, for quality you can stand on. Thank you for your support of Belgrade Panther basketball.
Little simpler for you, right?
Yeah, that was a little better. I'm working on reading here today and not reading things 2 and 3 times over. So thanks, Rich's Flooring, for the simple ad as we are back to action. 5 minutes to go here. Second quarter, Panthers with the ball. Down 5. Page right now on it. Finds Walker. Walker for an open three. He'll take it. Hard off the back iron. Rebound to the Beavers. Now tossed around again, picked up by the Beavers, and they're going to come out with it.
That's another good shot by Matt. They come back to that same zone old play. They just didn't reverse it quick enough off the timing, but they skipped it to Matt. Good head fake by Matt, get the defense off, and took the nice shot. Belgrade just couldn't come up with the offensive board.
Fitzgerald with it right now on the wing. Gets it to Lemieux. Lemieux up top. He's going to back out here.
Both teams just sticking in their zone. Coach Deming just continued to communicate to the guys that they have to have communication out of this zone and talk to each other so that you get the matchup to the perimeter on your three-point shooters. Got to help your buddy out. Got to stay down. Good long arms reach by Dawson there.
Yeah, Haverfield loses the handle on it from Dawson Fowler, tips it away. So now Page will take it. He'll dribble left hand, gets to the baseline, loses the handle on it, out of bounds. It's going to be Dillon's ball. 4 minutes to go here till halftime. Score still is 20-15. Dillon with the lead as Noel Reynolds will check in for the Panthers. And the 6'9" Clay Allison comes in for Dillon. Dillon's ball now. Haverfield brings it down the court, just past midcourt. Gets it to Lemieux, the right wing. Now dribbling out as Page looks to reach in, and he is going to be whistled for the foul. Easton Page picking up the foul here in the first half. That's going to be the 6th team foul.
And that's 2 on Page.
And 2 on Easton Page. So let's see if Deming looks to his bench with just 3:47 to go here until halftime.
Yeah, down 5, he's going to let his athlete play. And comes up with the steal.
Yeah, steal there by Page. Now to Fowler. Fowler goes up strong. He is fouled. It doesn't go in, but he's going to go to the free throw line and shoot 2.
Yeah, Dawson's tough to stop there. Like I said, he's put some time in his training, and he's gotten a lot stronger over the year, and he's long, so he hangs in the air, and he can still get that shot off with contact. So great job again by Dawson.
Fowler's first shot goes in and out, so no good. Again, 3:34 to go here until halftime. Panthers trailing in this one 20-15. Fowler's second free throw misses again. Edwards fights for the rebound, but Haverfield comes up with it, and then Reynolds fouls him.
Yeah, Reynolds just couldn't control his body there. Didn't mean to foul him. The guy just cut in front, and Noel was trying to head down court and picks up that cheap one. I suspect Easton might come out here. Oh, no, he's going to Austin. He also has 2 fouls. That's right, with 3:30 to go. So just get a defensive switch here.
Yeah, Andrew Toffsley comes into the game for Austin Edwards here as Haverfield controls it up top for the Beavers. Looks to get it inside here. This is Rakic. Then a 3 from Lemieux. Misses, excuse me. Boy, that thing rattled around the rim several times. I thought it was out, and it got the nice soft touch and lays in. So 3-pointer there for Dillon, 23-15 now on the other end. Belgrade loses the handle of Fowler for... Fowler whistled on the jump shot there. He's going to go to the free throw line.
Yeah, real methodical there. Good off of the rebound again and just gets that guy in the air and then takes that nice soft jump shot. Thought it was going to go in. On the other hand, I believe that's what Dillon's 5th three-pointer, 5th or 6th three-pointer.
Yeah, they've been good from 3 tonight. And if you tuned into Panther Live last February, we had one of our highestly viewed games right here at Beaverhead County High School. And boy, they hit us with a bunch of threes that night as well. These are the defending state champions, these Beavers here. So tough team here as Panthers hit that free throw from Fowler. Now trail 23-17 with 3 minutes to go until halftime. This is now number 24, Rakic. Gets it down low to Allison. Allison on the block. And at 6'9", it's tough to stop him as he lays that one in over Reynolds.
Yeah, when Reynolds comes across on the rotation of the zone, the bottom of the zone, that's a little bit of a mismatch. You get that zone moving like that.
Page drives, kicks it out to Toffsley, then to Walker for 3, misses. Rebound, Rakic. Lemieux now.
Page probably should have took that shot. He had a nice little... he's got to be able to finish with his right hand, though. He's left-hand dominant, and he had the kick out there. But he was right at the rim. If he can just take the shot with his right hand, he'd probably even get fouled there.
Lemieux up top now. Over to Rakic. Rakic all the way across to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald on the baseline. We have a whistle. I believe this was on the floor. It's going to be a 1-and-1. 2:15 to go. Looking at the Bozeman Ford Lincoln RV scoreboard. 2:15 to go here in the second quarter. Dillon leads this one 25-17. And Jace Fitzgerald is at the free throw line shooting a 1-and-1 as the Panthers now have 7 team fouls. Free throw misses. Reynolds grabs the rebound. Fowler now controls it from the right wing, gets it to Toffsley in the corner, back to Fowler. Fowler looking to make a move, pulls up, misses that jump shot. Reynolds with the big rebound. Kicks it all the way back out to Walker. Walker now drives baseline, kicks it out to Fowler. Now to Page for three. And Easton Page hits the three-pointer. 1:50 to go here, second quarter, 25-20. Panthers trail by just 5.
Great movement by Belgrade out of their offense. They're all unselfish. Find the open three-pointer by Easton Page.
Now inside and going up is number 14. That's Wes Corporal.
Yeah, we got to get a body on guys in that zone. We're starting to break down a little bit, get a little bit tired, and guys aren't boxing out. We're on the bottom side of the zone. We're just too late on rotation. And we're on the top side versus the bottom side. Zone, you want to go from the bottom up.
So now this is Wes Corpy at the free throw line, shooting 1-1. He hits the first. As now Dillon leads this game 26-20. Second free throw on the way from Corpy. In and out, grabbed by Reynolds. Fowler now will bring it up. 1:30 to go here, first half. Panthers trail by 6. Inside to Reynolds. Nice positioning. Reynolds lays it in off the glass. Panthers trail by 4. Lemieux now controls it. Down low to Allison. Back up tout. This is Fitzgerald now. Lemieux over here to Rakic. Boy, Dillon's moving around faster than I can talk right now. Just moving around the perimeter, inside and outside. Allison down on the block. Again, the 6'9" guy can't stop him. He lays that one in.
Well, we could. We're just a little bit out of position. We're too late. When you're on the backside of the zone, you have to flatten out. We're too high on the backside of the zone. They get that little dump pass. He's inside, and he's already got the edge on you.
On the other end, Easton Page misses the three-pointer. And so looking at the Bozeman Ford Lincoln RV scoreboard, just 44 seconds to go here till halftime. Dillon leading this game 28-22. And it will be Dillon's ball, as Lemieux will bring it up the court here. Fitzgerald now back to Lemieux. Haverfield now with it on the right wing. I think Dillon might just look to kill the final 30 seconds off this clock until halftime. As Walker's going to try to speed things up a little bit and apply some pressure here to Lemieux up top. Lemieux just holding it near midcourt. Now Haverfield, 15 seconds to go till the halftime here. Lemieux nearly trapped. Now Haverfield here on the wing. 9 seconds to go. Haverfield drives, kicks it, stolen by Reynolds. 5 seconds to go. Reynolds looks down court. He's got Walker. 2 seconds now. Fowler at the buzzer is going to be short. Is there a foul? No foul on the play. Andy, do you think we should have had a foul on that one?
Yeah, ref's going to call a no call there, but Dawson did get hit just on that lower part of his palm there, and it got tipped. But the referees are going to just decide it in the half there.
So we are at halftime. Looking at the Bozeman Ford Lincoln RV scoreboard, the Dillon Beavers lead this one 28-22. We got Jill back at the station. Jill, take us on a 2-minute break. You are listening to Belgrade Panther basketball on 1230 ESPN Radio. And Panther Live fans, want to also just remind you that halftime is brought to you by our favorite sponsor here, Taco Time, proudly supporting Belgrade Athletics for the past 33 years. Thank you, Taco Time, for your support of all Belgrade Panther school activities, including Panther Live. Thanks to everyone joining us here on the Panther Live broadcast. I think that I saw we got up to about 39 live viewers there in the first half, which would be a basketball record for us. I think last year in the football season we did have I think it was like 350 people watched that Glendive football game. And since that's nearly at 1,000 replays. So thanks for everyone who's tuning in to Panther Live, watching this one from home or wherever you may be. Can tell you that we're working on our best internet option we can get out here in Dillon. We're working off of Verizon Cellular here, so we had to downgrade the video just a little bit to try to make sure that we had as little buffering on the screen as possible. So hopefully that you're enjoying this one at home without too much confusion or too much buffering there. All right, back here halftime in Dillon at Beaverhead County High School. Panthers trailing 22-28. And we don't have our first half stats in front of us quite yet. We'll go ahead and get some analysis from our expert here, Andy Damjanovich, and we'll have the stats for you before we start the third quarter. But, Andy, Panthers trailing by 6 here at the half. What'd you see in the first half that needs to be corrected in the second half for Belgrade to be back in this one?
Well, two things. First, they got to find the shooters. I think Coach Deming's just got to talk about his rotations out of the zone. Dillon currently has about 6 3-pointers in that first half. So you got 18 of their 28 is in 3-point shots. And then what has happened also out of that zone is what I was talking about earlier before the timeout. The zone's not flattening on the backside. So what I mean by flattening, you can't be too high because guys are sneaking into that backside of that zone and they're getting those easy buckets. You got to constantly communicate in rotation and cutters. And the backside's just got to flatten out a little bit. We're starting to inch too much up the floor, and Dillon's just getting some cutters off that pass. They pass, and then they're going to cut diagonally across to the opposite angle. And then the 6'9", 6'9" Clay Allison there, and all he's posting up at about mid post, and then he's getting a cut off the cutter off the guard. So the zone's just got to talk, flattening out backside. Got to get better rotation on the shooters, and I think Coach Demi will talk about that. We'll see if they come out and man it all. If Belgrade can match up and man it all and see what that looks like. But like you said, Dillon moves the ball very well and very efficiently, and you were saying how quick they were moving against the zone. And when you're manning up, they're pretty tough to guard, especially in their own gym. They're going to shoot well in their own gym. They always have, and it's a tough place to play. We got out on top. 3-pointer, we're up 6-3, and then you look up, and now you're down, 12-6. So it's a tough place to play. But if Belgrade just makes some adjustment out of that zone, I thought they had good rotation there as they went along offensively against Dillon's 1-3-1. I'm sure Dillon's going to talk about what they need to do against Dawson Fowler. And so each team is going to make some simple adjustments, but continue to do what they do best and what they've worked on this week.
Yeah, I just want to remind you, this halftime show is brought to you by Doc and Nelson Funeral Service and Crematory. Helping families celebrate a life lived. There is a difference. Thank you to all our sponsors that make this broadcast possible. Again, we are at halftime here at Beaverhead County High School. Let's go ahead and step aside for a 2-minute break. We'll be back with final analysis of the first half and then get ready for the second half. So again, we'll step aside for 2 minutes. You're listening to 1230 ESPN Radio. All right, back here as we're closing up halftime. Again, Belgrade Panthers trailing 22-28. I want to thank Bridger Orthopedic and Sports Medicine for all of life's motions. You know, we got the stat sheet now. I'll let Andy talk about the Panthers' scores the first half, but just got to mention, in 2 years of following Belgrade basketball, I hadn't seen Noel Reynolds, and pleasantly surprised by his play in the court with body positioning, grabbing a couple of rebounds and nice passes. So nice addition here to the Panthers. Wasn't on the floor last year as Noel Reynolds, but I'm going to kick it over to Andy Damjanovich, who's going to tell you about the scores for the Panthers there in the first half.
Yeah, Noel is a good kid. He had to take some time off actually last year. I got Noel in my strength and conditioning class. Him and Dawson have actually Fowler trained together, and he's a great kid, and he's worked hard, and as you can see, he's got some good basketball sense on the floor. So it's good to see Noel out there and coming along. Yeah, currently right now we have Matt Walker with 6, Easton Page with 3, Dawson Fowler with 9, Noel Reynolds with 2, and Andrew Toffsley with 2 as well. Currently we have Easton Page with 2 fouls, Noel Reynolds with 2 fouls, and also Austin Edwards with 2 fouls. So I'm sure Coach Deming will start out the same way. So Panthers not too bad, much better as far as the fouls than last week in Miles City with 3 players with 3 or more at halftime. So
I got some action over in Belgrade, or the girls' game. We have same game going on in Belgrade between the Dillon Beavers and Belgrade Panthers on the girls' side. And at halftime, the Panthers are up 18-6. So halftime in Belgrade, the Event Center, Belgrade Panthers leading 18-6 as we are getting ready here to start the second half. Just about 35 seconds to go on the clock until we'll be underway here in the third quarter.
Yeah, girls looking to go 3-0 on the season. They're off to a good start. Got some solid players off last year's state team, led by Gabby Weber and Hohenstein.
Yeah, Kaya Hohenstein. Boy, she really has, I've only followed the stat sheet so far early in the season as they pick up a win at Manhattan to start things off and then win at Miles City. But Hohenstein and Weber have been the leading scorers there for the Lady Panthers, who are 2-0 on the year, looking to move to 3-0 tonight as Coach Fowler really has the girls playing great right now. We are ready to go now with the start of the second half. Again, looking at the Bozeman Ford Lincoln RV scoreboard. Panthers trail this one 22-28. There's 8 minutes on the clock. Started the third quarter. I want to thank our freshman basketball players who are helping this broadcast be possible with our scoreboard and camera operator work. Thanks, guys. You guys are doing a good job here as it's going to be Belgrade's ball to start this second half. Playing to the basket right here in front of us as Dawson Fowler gets things underway as he is looking inside here. This is Spencer Gordon. Now to Edwards. Walker now on the wing. Back to Fowler for 3. This would be big. Back off the back iron and misses. Rebound here to the Beavers.
Yeah, good shot by Dawson Fowler. Dillon elects to go to man defense there to start the half, and we'll see if they continue to do that.
In the corner now for 3. Fitzgerald gets his own rebound, goes up, misses again. This time grabbed by Page. Page looking to move.
Belgrade also in man defense there.
Page just misses that lane. Edwards with the rebound. Misses. Gordon now gets it blocked. Fowler will take it up and try to lay it in. He misses. Finally grabbed by number 33, Jace Fitzgerald.
Yeah, plenty of chances there for Belgrade, but just couldn't come up with a bucket.
Now Allison down low. He kicks it to Lemieux. Now Rakic tries to kick it out. Walker's going to get this loose ball. One-on-one. Walker goes up with it, and he just misses. Boy, he had a chance at that with the left hand. It goes in and out. It's going to be grabbed by Haverfield. 6:45 to go here. No scoring yet in this third quarter. Panthers still trail by 6.
Yeah, teams can't quite come away with an opening bucket. Both teams are coming out playing hard, man.
Here's Lemieux.
Very fast pace.
Lemieux for 3. He breaks the ice here in the second half. 31-22. Lemieux with the big three-pointer. As this ball now on the other end is bumped out of bounds, it's going to be Panthers ball. 6:26 to go here, third quarter.
Dillon's 7th 3 of the game there.
Fowler to Walker. Now to Edwards up top. To Page. Fowler now from the wing. Looks inside. Back up top to Page.
Dillon back to their 1-3-1 zone.
This is Gordon in the corner, drives baseline, goes up with the reverse. The ball's blocked by Allison, but Gordon grabs his own ball here. Now gets it up to Page. Now down low, Edwards open on the block, lays it in, 24-31.
Yeah, it was nice penetration by Spencer Gordon to break down the defense, but he's got to learn how to play against a 6'9" kid, and throwing a reverse, open body reverse like that exposes him too much. Yeah,
Rakic misses, but Allison's there with the rebound to finish for the Beavers. Now 33-24, Dillon with the lead.
Yeah, we got to kind of slow it down here. You don't want to get in this open pace with Dillon at home. You got to take your shots where you can, but you got to be able to handle the ball, which we're kind of struggling to do here.
Yeah, Page pulls up from a 15-footer. He knocks it down on the elbow. Big shot there from Easton Page after picking up the loose ball. So now 26-33, 5:20 to go here, third quarter.
Yeah, that's a big shot by Easton Page.
There it is, though. Lemieux right back, three-pointer. How many threes on the night is that? That looks like
8.
Number 8. 8 3-pointers there. Lemieux hits that most recent one. And Mike Deming's not going to take a timeout. Jake Allison's shoe is untied, so he's going to run back into the locker room. I don't know where he's going to tie his shoe. Maybe when you're
good question.
When you're 6'9", you probably need an extra big shoelace. I don't know where he's going. But
second consecutive three though by Lemieux there. These are big daggers because you can't get in that game. It extends the lead to 10 now. Puts a lot of pressure on your offense.
Page looks to pull up from about 18, misses in and out. It's going to be grabbed there by number 44. That's Tyler Walker.
It's a good head fake by Easton. Little pull-up jumper, mid pull-up jumper.
Lemieux drives. Yeah, Lemieux drives, misses. Edwards grabs the rebound. Now Fowler brings it down.
Great rebound by Austin there.
Now in the corner, Page to Walker. Back to Page, back to Walker. Just a little back and forth game here between Page and Walker. Now inside to Gordon. Back to Page. Page drives baseline. And we have 3 seconds in the key called, I believe, on Spencer Gordon. 4:16 to go, third quarter. And, a tough offensive violation there on the Panthers.
Yeah, when you're down 10 against that zone, that's... I wasn't watching, but sometimes that 3 seconds can be ticky-tack at that point in the game. When both teams are running zone so much, both teams are kind of doing it. But ref elected to go with the 3 seconds, and that's huge when you're down 10. So we got a timeout by Belgrade here with 4:16 to go. On the Bozeman Ford, Lincoln, and RV scoreboard, we have the Dillon Beavers 36 and the Belgrade Panthers 26. Kind of got away from Belgrade there with back-to-back threes by Andrew Lemieux. So that's his 4th 3, I believe.
Yeah, boy, Lemieux has been he's been money from behind the three-point line.
Dillon's 8th 3-pointer. They know how to shoot in their gym, and just like that, when you think you're in the game, it can get away from you quick here. You look up, you're within a couple points, and then all of a sudden you're down 10 to 12 points. So Belgrade's just got to scrap back possession by possession and see if their bench can give them some help because they look like they're starting to tire down just a little bit.
So 4:16 to go here in the third quarter. Beavers with the ball and a 10-point lead. Haverfield will control it up top. Looks like Panthers here in the man-to-man. Looking for the entry pass down low and laying it in is number 24, Bradley Rakic. Got open down low on the block. Beavers now lead their biggest lead of the night, 12.
Yeah, we talked about the downside of going to man-to-man against Dillon. They move very well against a man-to-man offense. They don't have a lot of stagnation. Guys know how to move in their offense. Sometimes offensive teams kind of, they do a disservice to themselves because they don't move in their motion offense, but Dillon does a great job of moving in their motion.
On the other end, Edwards lays it in as now Noel Reynolds with this steal, and Reynolds on his own is going to pull this one back out, tries to get it to Page, and the ball's going to go out of bounds.
That's one little thing that Noel does well. He's got quick little hands. He reads the game pretty well, and he comes up with a good quick hand there without fouling, and that's big for Belgrade down 10.
So 3:24 to go here, third quarter. Panthers trailing by 12. Page now. Gets it to Fowler on the corner. Fowler looking for someone, gets it back out to Page. Now Walker from the wing inside to Edwards. Reynolds now goes baseline. And he loses the handle on it, stolen away by Allison.
That was a nice idea. It was just a little late there. Belgrade kind of getting stagnant in their zone offense. Passes are a little bit slower. But on that last part of the possession, the passes sped up, which helped them break the defense down a little bit. But they turn it over, and then Dillon comes down and scores. So you can't turn it over, allow Dillon to score. Back up 12.
Yeah, 40-28 now with 2:30 to go. Fowler's going to pull up for three. Front iron misses. Reynolds goes for the rebound. Can't quite grab it. Fitzgerald grabs it here for the Beavers. Now ahead to Lemieux. Lemieux passes on the three, drives in, spin move off the glass. Misses Reynolds' rebound. And that's Walker, and Walker looks to run back the other way. Walker now gets it to Page for three. Page shot misses, and it hits the support beam behind the basket, so it's going to be a whistle, and with 2:12 to go in the third quarter, it's going to be Dillon's ball. First Security Bank, your locally owned and operated neighborhood bank, serving the Gallatin Valley since 1919. Member FDIC. Thank you for your support of Belgrade Panther basketball. Let's go ahead and step aside for 30 seconds. Again, we will take a 30-second break. You are listening to Belgrade Panther basketball on 1230 ESPN Radio. And also want to remind you that Panther Live is brought to you by Taco Time, proudly supporting Belgrade High School for the past 33 years. Thank you, Taco Time, for your support and making Panther Live possible. Now back here from the timeout, Dillon with the ball and a 12-point lead. About 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter as Haverfield looks to work on Page. Gets it up to Lemieux. Back to Haverfield now. Set play here coming from the Beavers. Lemieux now with it. Finds Haverfield down low. Back to Lemieux. Three-pointer from the corner. Misses short. Rebound Page.
Yeah, much better rotation to Lemieux, and then he became a little bit short on the shot. That should be a blocking foul.
That would be a charge.
A bad call by Kevin Inglett there, former girls coach of the Western University Bulldogs, Kevin Inglett. That's a big call there. I didn't think the guy came across. Looks like a pretty big flop there. Easton had the edge on him over half side of the body. Guy just flopped and made a great case for joining the actors' screen guild there.
Right, yeah, he might have got in there.
They just had the 75th Globes the other night on TV.
76th, he might be there next year. As 1:20 to go here in the third quarter. Now 3-ball on the way from Haverfield's in and out. Ball tipped around. Fowler's going to come down with the rebound. Just a minute to go here in the third quarter. Panthers need something to get back in this game, trailing by 12. And Fowler draws contact under the basket as Dawson Fowler will head to the free throw line.
Yeah, much better defensive rotation there by Belgrade, last straight possessions. And Dawson got to the rim that time just like Easton did. This time Dawson got the foul called, goes for the line for two.
So looking at the Bozeman Ford Lincoln RV scoreboard, 1:12 to go here, third quarter. Panthers trailing 40-28.
Yeah, Dawson missed a few free throws already. That's uncharacteristic of him. And see if he can't settle down here and hit a few more free throws as the game goes along.
Again, I mentioned earlier this game somewhat of a measuring stick game, and I say that because these two teams play early right here in December in Dillon and then close things up in February in Belgrade, or I believe it might be in late January. So it's always nice to see where the teams are here in December, and then in about 8 weeks we'll see where you're at again, as the toughest competition you can find in the state here is Dillon, defending state champs, as they hit that shot down low. 42-28 now with 56 seconds to go until the end of the third quarter here, as Walker now looks to get the pass down low, stolen away by Fitzgerald.
Yeah, just Belgrade not quite in sync there on offense. And Dillon puts that pressure on you. You know, when they extend that lead, offense can tend to pucker up there. And what you cannot do is turn the ball over. And that's what they want.
Right now, Lemieux looking to waste the clock here in the third quarter, but Walker gets the steal up to Fowler, tipped around, ball on the ground. Reynolds going for it, and it looks like Fitzgerald for Dillon's going to come up with it and call the timeout. So heads-up play there for Jace Fitzgerald, getting the timeout there for the Beavers. 24 seconds to go here until the end of the third quarter. Dillon with the 42-28 lead, 14-point lead. I believe that is the largest lead of the night. I want to thank Tire Factory. Tire Factory, always on time, always the right tire, always the right price, and always the best warranty. Thank you, Tire Factory, for making this broadcast possible. As Mike Deming looks to be closing this timeout up here and calling his team together. What can you say, really, down 14 here?
Well, you just gotta chunk away at the game in chunks because you can't get it all back in one shot. So you just got to be sound defensively, box out. You got to limit it to one shot, and you can't turn the ball over on the offensive end. You got to get shots up on the offensive end to give yourself a chance.
Just 14 seconds to go here. Dillon's going to stall for the final shot of the half. 10 seconds now. Haverfield with the ball near midcourt. He's going to drive on Klonzinski. Pulls up inside, kicks it out to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald for three, misses. Rebound goes to Reynolds. Under a second to go. Klonzinski with the full court shot is going to be close if you could bounce it in there. But that's going to be the buzzer to end the third quarter. Dillon leads this one 42-28. We'll step aside for 1 minute and be back with the fourth quarter. You're listening to Belgrade Panther basketball on 1230 ESPN Radio. Back in 1 minute. All right, back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Again, Panthers trailing this one 42-28. Dillon with the lead as we start the fourth quarter action. It's going to be Dillon's ball, and Haverfield will control it up top. Page on him. Haverfield looks to drive, kicks it out to Lemieux. Lemieux now into 24. That's Rakic. Back to Haverfield up top, tipped away there by Page, but Haverfield gets the handle on it again.
Yeah, Belgrade's going to get a test on their man defense there, and good job. Forced the Dillon turnover off the baseline. Look ahead to Dawson Fowler, dunks it, and finishes it. It didn't look like he was going to dunk it, and he went up, and he finished.
Dawson Fowler with a dunk, and he was guarded too, but right back at you, Lemieux with the three. So, boy, right when you think you got him with some momentum, they come back at you with the three as Fowler misses that shot. 7:10 to go here, fourth quarter, 45-30. Beavers with the lead. Got an update from Belgrade as the girls, Belgrade girls lead now 28-14 at the end of the third quarter. So Panthers back in Belgrade up 14, but Panthers here in Dillon trail by 15 with 6:45 to go in this game, and we have a foul called against the Panthers. I believe that went against Spencer Gordon, just his first foul of the night, the team's second foul of this second half. As Lemieux just hits three-pointers with defenders in his face all day, but he misses that free throw.
Yeah, go figure.
Lemieux now second free throw here. On the way, in and out, Reynolds rebound. Fowler looks to push it. He's got Page. Page drives baseline, kicks it out to Walker. Walker back to Fowler, deep three. Good! Dawson Fowler. with
that was past NBA range.
Past NBA. That was on the volleyball line. 12-point game now. Panthers trail with 6:30 to go here.
And in both games, it's in.
You're right. In both games, it's in. 6:30 to go. Looking to drive now is Lemieux. Back up to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald kicks it into the corner. Rakic now with the baseline jumper is good. 47-33.
Belgrade's man isn't too bad. They're speeding Dillon up, which is good, but they got to stay down on shooters and stay down on closeouts. Good quick cross-court bucket hit by Noel. Coach Deming calls a quick timeout. Belgrade has 3 timeouts left. Close the gap, 47-35.
I want to thank Town and Country Foods. Save cash at Town and Country Foods. Town and Country Foods, serving your local communities. I think I'm a little better at reading the ads the second time through. A little practice helps sometimes.
Muscle memory.
Muscle memory, yeah, boy, because I really stumbled through. I got to apologize to Stockman Bank. I better redo the Stockman Bank one while we're on this timeout. So I'll go ahead and try this one more time. Brought to you by Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking. Thank you for your support of Belgrade Athletics and making this broadcast possible. 6:03 to go, fourth quarter. Dillon leading this one by 12. The score is 47-35. As far as Belgrade goes, this third quarter, what stands out in my mind was a slam from Dawson Fowler on the right side, followed up by an NBA-range three-pointer.
Yeah, Dawson looked like he was just going to go in and lay it, and he kept elevating. We said he's got some good explosiveness, and he is long. You can see how long his arms are there, along with his jump power. Boy, he finished over 2 Dillon defenders there off the side of the hoop. And that's why you see that he's got a full ride scholarship to Western here.
Right, I think some of the local community members here in Dillon will be happy to see him for the next 4 years with a Montana Western jersey on.
Belgrade back to their man defense. Good job so far. See if we can stay down and close out. Keep guys in front, make Dillon waste some energy here.
This is Lemieux up top, guarded by Reynolds. Gets it inside Rakic. Looking for Allison. Allison just keeps it in.
Oh, yeah. Almost had the turnover there, but not quite.
Yeah, Fitzgerald now up top, guarded by Fowler. Fowler gets the steal to Walker. Now Fowler's going to dunk it again. Yes, he will. Dawson Fowler with his second dunk here in the third quarter. It's a 10-point game with 5:22 to go in the third.
Great job by Dawson Fowler. Good finish. Got long arms. He's got that reach around there. Poke through without fouling.
Yeah, and Matt Walker right there on the spot to gather the loose ball that Fowler tips away, and Fowler heads down floor.
Yeah, turnover by Dillon there. Too much dribbling. Got the call, 5 seconds, and brings it back to Belgrade. Dawson's hoop gets it back to 10. Belgrade with the basketball against Dillon's zone. Dawson for 3.
Fowler misses that three-pointer.
That's his own player that pushed him.
Wow, and let me tell you what happened. Underneath the basket, a Dillon player went down.
His own player.
And, I think they did call this against.
It's his own player.
So, Coach D, I think they called this one against Dillon because Belgrade's got the ball. You might have heard Andy Damjanovich letting the guys know down there what happened is Fowler there, unable to get that inbound. So let's get caught back up on the action here. There was a foul under the basket. It looked like it was called against Belgrade. Turned out it was against Dillon.
They did that.
It was a good call. It was against Dillon, though. The optics of it looked like it could have been against Belgrade.
Well,
anyways,
no, he was looking like that was Austin Edwards' third foul.
Anyways, Panthers control. Get it down low to Page, and Page is fouled on the block, so he's going to head to the free throw line with a chance to get this one within single digits.
Yeah, good effort by Belgrade here with about 5 minutes to go here, cut into the lead. Their energy is a lot better here in the last few minutes on both sides of the floor, going to their man defense, closing out shooters, and they're much more active on the offensive end, and Easton hits his first shot there.
Yeah, so Easton Page hits that free throw. So when you look at the Bozeman Ford Lincoln RV scoreboard with 4:54 to go in this game, Panthers trailing now 47-38. Second free throw on the way is good. So back within 8 now are the Panthers in a full court pressure here.
Yeah, full court zone press, what we call our 12 defense. Good hustle by Easton. He missed it. Should be no tip call.
Let's see
it's
here.
Belgrade
The ball
basketball.
out of bounds. Yeah, Belgrade's ball.
Tip. Yep.
Belgrade's ball out of bounds. A misfired pass there from the Beavers.
Great call. Great call. Looked like Easton dove for it, but just missed it. Good call by the refs. Belgrade back with 8 points down, only back to single digits.
Yep, Fowler here from the wing. We got 3 seconds in the key. Wow. Second time.
Guy, yeah.
Yeah, second time we heard that one.
I guess when you're in Dillon, it just, when the game gets back intact, you just go back to that.
So turnover here. Rakic now for the Beavers to Fitzgerald. Now in the corner, this is Lemieux. Lemieux's going to dribble it out of the corner. He finds Fitzgerald, nearly stolen away there. Fitzgerald drives. Ball is blocked, but we have a foul called. And let's see who this one's going to be on. I know Edwards is in foul trouble. Let's see who's credited with this foul. I believe it's going to be Dawson Fowler hit with the foul, and that's just his first of the night.
Yeah. Much better than last week where he had 4 in the first half. He had to play with 4 the whole second half and did a great job. But and he can play a little bit more aggressive here defensively, go for some steals. He's long, and he's gotten a few of those, so might as well keep playing aggressive, especially with only 1 foul.
So Fitzgerald misses the first but makes the second. It's a 9-point game with 4:19 to go here in the fourth quarter. We have a substitution on the floor. Looks like Fitzgerald's going to come out of the game, and in for the Beavers is number 44, Tyler Walker. As Page will control the point here for the Panthers. Fowler now pump fakes the deep 3, gets it to Walker.
That's when you got to see that diagonal. Austin finally does find Dawson for the 3.
Misses, but Reynolds with the rebound. Back to Page. Page with an open shot, elects to pull out. Gets it to Walker up top. Back to Page. Page now looks to penetrate right up the middle. He's going to go up. He's going to lay this one in. Nice job taking it to the rack there. Easton Page, 41-48. Just a 7-point game. 3:45 to go in this one.
Yeah, Easton's bread and butter there. Splits the defense, gets all the way to the rim, uses his athleticism and strength. Easton's put on some nice weight. Has worked hard in the weight room in the offseason here, and great finish in the lane.
Now Walker for the Beavers gets down low, draws contact under the basket, so he's going to go to the free throw line, and that's Tyler Walker. Not to be confused with the Panthers' Matt Walker.
And that's Noel Reynolds' 3rd foul there. That's not too bad with 3:28 to go. So Coach Deming elects to stay with his 5 guys here.
Yeah, free throw misses there from Walker. So just 3.5 minutes to go in a 7-point lead here.
He's got to get box outs here on the free throws.
Free throw is good. So 49-41. 3:28 to go, fourth quarter, as Walker's going to come back out of the game. And in for Dillon is the 6'9" senior Clay Allison. Fowler now running the point here for the Panthers. Gets it to Walker. Walker looking inside, back to Fowler. Now Edwards drives baseline, kicks it out to Walker. Walker inside to Reynolds. Reynolds with the pump fake, and he's going to be called for the traveling violation. Boy, that was a close call.
That's a nice move by Noel, and that's an unfortunate call. That guy's made 2 horrible calls in a row, a 3-second call, and now that down 7 with 3 to go. And you got to be at your game. These kids work too hard for stuff like that.
Yeah, as a pivot move by Reynolds, that was whistled for a travel questionable call. As a 3-ball for Haverfield rolls in. 52-41 now. Beavers with the lead.
And so with that kind of call turnover, you get a 3 in transition like that. That's a killer.
And Mike Deming is going to take a timeout. Let's go ahead and step aside for a 30-second timeout of our own. You're listening to Belgrade Panther basketball on 1230 ESPN. Back in 30 seconds. All right, back here at Beaverhead County High School, the Dillon Beavers leading the Belgrade Panthers 52-41 with 2:46 to go in this game. Want to thank Rich's Flooring. Rich's Flooring for quality you can stand on. Thank you for making this broadcast possible, and thank you for your support of Belgrade Athletics. We'll go ahead and keep our eye on the final score coming out of the event center in Belgrade, as the Lady Panthers were leading the Lady Beavers by 14 points at the end of 3. It was quite the exact opposite score here at that time, as Dillon has led by as much as 17 here in the second half. The Panthers cut it down to 7 at one point. Right now it's an 11-point lead for the Beavers, but Belgrade's ball, as Matt Walker will control it on the wing, gets it to Reynolds up top. Now Fowler for a deep 3. We need this one, and he's got it. Dawson Fowler for 3. 8-point game with 2:30 to go.
Yeah, always in the game with him. He was deep a few times early in the game, missed those, but he's kind of got comfortable and is in his rhythm, and now looks like he can hit from basically anywhere on the floor, and that's tough to defend.
Now inside, Haverfield finds Allison, and Allison's going to draw a foul as he goes up for the pump fake, and he got Dawson Fowler to bite on it. It's going to be the second foul on Fowler, and it's going to send Allison to the line for 2.
That's all right. He's only got 2 fouls.
Yeah, and Allison misses that first one, so...
Yeah, you got to foul him. You got to make it earn it from the stripe just like that, because your chances might be that he misses. And you can't give him the easy layup, so good foul by Dawson. But we can't box out. Austin Edwards has got to do a better job boxing out there. That's huge.
Yeah, missed free throw, and Dillon gets the rebound with 2:13 to go. So right when you cut it to an 8-point game and really need him to miss a free throw and get a rebound, Belgrade squanders that opportunity. So it's going to be Dillon's ball here.
Sometimes kids rest on the free throws, and they try to catch their breath there, and you can't rest on the live shot.
Yeah, you rest on the first, and then you box out on the second. Now inside, Rakic was open on the block. He lays it in. 10-point game here with under 2 to play. Now inside, Reynolds kicks it back out to Fowler. Fowler looking for an opening. Gets it to Walker. Reynolds now in the corner.
Reynolds does a nice job controlling his body and getting in the lane.
Yeah, Page misses the 3. Edwards with the rebound, whistled down low. 1:38 to go here, fourth quarter, 10-point game. There's going to be a foul, but I believe it was called on the floor. And only 4 team fouls here against the Beavers, so this one's going to be out of bounds under the basket here. 1:38 to go, fourth quarter. Panthers trailing by 10. Page here from the wing. Looking to get it inside. He drives inside. Baseline now. Goes up. Blocked by Allison. Gets his own rebound back. Misses again. And this time Fitzgerald
Stay
for
with
the
the trap
Beavers.
here. Stay with the trap. Stay with the trap. Got to go get it.
Oh, and that ball, the press, gets a turnover here for the Panthers. Inside to Edwards. And Edwards is going to lay it in. 1:14 to go. 8-point game there as the press gets the turnover, just like you need. But is it going to be too little, too late? Belgrade's going to come out in a full court press here, and really, what can you expect? Is there going to be foul them as soon as they cross midcourt, foul them immediately? Where are we at in this one with 1:13 to go?
Oh yeah, you got one timeout with 1:13. Now in your zone press, you got to get more active. You got to start to cut close lanes off and force the furthest pass, because you can always recover on the furthest pass, and maybe they might throw a ball out of chaos and turn the ball over. So you can't leave short passes open out of your press. And when you trap, you can't let them split. You got to trap effectively so they can't get out of the trap and force the furthest pass and deny the closest 2 right now. So you got to have constant communication. You got to play hard here.
All right. So again, just looking at the Bozeman Ford Lincoln and RV scoreboard, Panthers right now trailing by 8 to the Dillon Beavers. It is the Dillon Beavers ball, and expect full court pressure here from Belgrade. Want to thank all our viewers watching on Panther Live. This is a new basketball record for us. 46 viewers at home watching on Panther Live. Thank you very much. And also everyone who is tuned in on 1230 KBOZ ESPN Radio. Thanks for tuning into this game tonight here. Early action in Class A as Haverfield is able to dribble out of the full court press. Reynolds is going to play on Haverfield, and we're looking for a foul here soon, as we are now at the 1-minute mark to go in this game as Haverfield drives, misses. Edwards with the rebound.
Good job by Belgrade there. They elect to go to a run and jump, man-to-man press, force a tough shot. Dawson can't quite come up with it.
Yeah, Dawson Fowler on the other end, though, drives. He's highly contested and couldn't finish. And then Dillon ends up with the ball and is fouled. 47 seconds to go.
Yeah, same ref swallowed his whistle. Whistles out. 2 straight possessions for Dillon, and that same official now swallows his whistle against us. Looks like Dawson got fouled on that last one.
So at the free throw line is Lemieux. He misses the first. And the clock operator is, I'm not sure why, but running the clock. That's interesting. It's now down to 45 seconds. It was 47 seconds to go. What's going on here? We shot a free throw. Then we ran time off the clock, and now we're saying, let's go ahead and inbound it under the basket here for the Beavers. So as Dawson Fowler's going to almost get this steal, and he will come up with it. Nice hustle play by Fowler, and then a foul. It's only the 5th team foul against Dillon, though, so this ball is going to be out of bounds here for the Panthers as Mike Deming is looking for an explanation of what just happened. I've never seen that before. Was that a technical foul down there? Did you understand what we were looking at there?
That was quite chaotic there, no. And I don't know why the clock was running either.
Yeah, so now 42 seconds to go. Let me keep you updated. 42 seconds to go. Panthers with the ball. Reynolds for 3. Long misses. But Fowler there with the follow back, and he lays that one in. 48-54, 30 seconds and counting. Belgrade needs to get
now you got a trap off the trail. Good trap off the trail. But Dawson with a foul, and that's okay. Yeah. But that's a nice time to trap because that guy's not expecting that trailer right there. Dawson goes for the steal, but gets called for the foul, and that's okay. So we got a 1-and-1 here. We got to focus in, though. We last time we lost the rebound off the missed free throw. Michael Haverfield, though, here to the free throw line generally doesn't miss, but.
Yeah, Haverfield misses the front end of the 1-and-1. 27 seconds to go. Panthers trailing by 6.
Belgrade still has 1 timeout. Need to look at a quick 3 here.
Walker for 3. This is big. He got it.
Timeout.
Matt Walker with the 3-pointer. 18 seconds to go. It's a 3-point game. Belgrade climbs back into this one after down 17 in the third. It's a 3-point game.
Yeah, they picked up their energy defensively out of their man-to-man, and they went to work moving the ball better offensively. And I wasn't quite sure there, Nate, why Dillon coach elected to go with nobody in the free throw lane. I know you maybe don't want to foul, but Belgrade gets, I think he was saying Michael's a great free throw shooter, doesn't miss, but there he missed, and that was a huge play. Belgrade didn't have to worry about a foul. They didn't have to worry about turning it over. They got the ball up the floor quickly, got the quick open 3, and Walker connects for it. Deming can use his last timeout. Now if Belgrade has got a quick foul here.
Right, so I'll give you the scenario again. 18 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Dillon leads this one 54-51. Belgrade just down by 3 after trailing by a bit. Haverfield here. Ball inbounded to him. He's going to look to cross midcourt. Oh, and that was a carry, but there was no call. He falls, and he's called for a travel. Michael Haverfield called for the travel, and he double-dribbled moments before that.
Yeah, he did. Great job by Belgrade by not fouling right away. You have to foul once they cross half court with about 18. They elect to trap there, get at least 1 trap.
So here we go, 10 seconds to go. Panthers down 3. Fowler with the ball. He's going to pull a long 3. He got it! Dawson Fowler for 3 ties the game. 2 seconds to go. Half court shot is no good, and the Panthers are going to overtime. Holy smokes, we got OT on Panther Live. 54-54.
I'm speechless. Good thing you're screaming because when he hit that 3, it just took the wind right out of me. Had nothing to say.
Wow. Dawson Fowler, goodness. And Dillon, get used to this guy because he's
yours.
He's yours, yeah, next year. We got him for 1 more year, and then Dillon, he's all yours at Montana Western. As Dawson Fowler, my goodness, hits a long 3 with just 2 seconds to go.
Nothing but net.
Good, and you got to think, geez, I'm surprised that Dillon wasn't out there to even double team him, triple team him. We had to shoot the 3, and Fowler did not care. He drills the 3, 54-54. We are going to overtime. Jill, I hope you're ready to stay up late because we're going to got some extra basketball here. Jill's working the board at the station there for us.
We have a lot of fog by us over in Belgrade. Even the airport shut down, and we could be staying here tonight.
Yeah, we might be stuck here if we're not into work tomorrow. It's because we're going to stay the night here in Dillon. Is here extra late for some overtime basketball.
Call it free basketball, Nate. Free basketball.
Looks like we've got 46 viewers enjoying this one on Panther Live. You guys stick around here for overtime. 4 minutes on the clock, 54 all. Belgrade controls the tip.
Yeah, nice offensive tip there, Noel. Trailer.
Yep, Reynolds loses the handle. Didn't see the defender behind him. So 3:50 to go now in the overtime period. Lemieux with the ball. Looking to work on Reynolds. Drives baseline. Spin move. Kicks it out here to Rakic. Rakic to Fitzgerald. Back to Lemieux, excuse me now. Lemieux drives, puts it up, bounces around and drops. 56-54, Dillon with the lead. 3:27 to go here in overtime.
Yeah, Coach Deming gives Easton Page a quick breather. Might have to elect to get him back in there as soon as possible.
Fowler now kicks it to Walker. Klonzinski down in the corner now. Walker gets this ball stolen away. He was looking for Edwards. And so now Haverfield will control it. 3 minutes to go here in the overtime period. Beavers leading by 2.
Yeah, Belgrade gets the offensive tip, but then they go turnover, score by Dillon, and turnover again.
And we got a whistle as Haverfield is driving. 2:52 to go here in overtime. And Dillon with the momentum early in this overtime period with a 2-point lead. And now Haverfield headed to the free throw line. Easton Page will come back into the game as Jacob Klonzinski gave us the first minute there of overtime, maybe to give Page just a little break here to finish this one out.
Yeah, but you got to start overtime with the pedal down on the floor. Got to be all gas, no breaks, and we've gotten turnover, score on us, turnover, now going to score on us off the free throw.
So Haverfield hits the first free throw. Second free throw on the way is good. 4-point lead now for the Beavers with 2:52 to go in overtime as Dawson Fowler is going to bring it down court here for the Panthers. Now Walker in the corner. Gets it back to Fowler. Thought about the deep three. Gets to Page. Now Reynolds. Boy, dangerous
nice
pass inside.
Yeah, Noel saw him coming.
Wow.
Noel saw him coming. Actually, has good anticipation pass. Probably almost a little too early, but that's good anticipation by Noel. And he sees the games well. Hopefully that his players can catch up, and Dawson reads him well there.
Yeah, that was Fowler cutting across the middle, grabbing that ball from Reynolds and laying it in. So it's just a 2-point game now, 58-56. Whistle on the other end. We've got a foul called against the Panthers. And let's see who this is going to be against. I believe this foul is against
Dawson
Fowler. Wow, and he went from not in foul trouble all of a sudden to his 4th foul. Then again, we are in the overtime period here. As Lemieux hits that first free throw, so 2:19 to go, 59-56. Dillon with the lead here in overtime. Second free throw for Lemieux on the way. Misses off the iron. Reynolds rebound. Fowler with the ball. Coach Deming here barking out signals from the sidelines. Page now on the way.
Go zone 0 again, top of the screen. On
Three-pointer for Fowler. Misses.
Stay with the trap. Stay with the trap. Don't foul, Dawson. Don't get your 4th.
Yeah, trap here in the corner.
Don't get your 5th foul there.
So Fowler misses the three-pointer. Rebound goes to Haverfield in the corner. He was trapped in the corner, nowhere to go with it. And you heard Coach Damjanovich back out at it, making sure that Fowler didn't pick up that 5th foul. And Dillon is able to get the timeout taken. So 1:59 to go here in overtime. Dillon with the ball. They've got the entire distance of the court to go, so expect Belgrade in the full court press. And they have the 3-point lead here. We have a nice crowd on hand here in Dillon tonight, enjoying some bonus free basketball. Just got to mention Doc and Nelson Funeral Service and Crematory, helping families celebrate a life lived. There is a difference. Here coming out of the timeout, and Belgrade's backing off. I'm thinking that we won't see full court pressure here from the Panthers. Again, the Bozeman Ford Lincoln RV scoreboard, 59-56. Dillon Beavers with the lead here in overtime. 1:59 to go in this first overtime period. This was a 17-point game in the third quarter, and the Panthers fight, scratch, claw their way back in. Dawson Fowler had 2 jams and several big threes, including one to tie it up with just 2 seconds to go to send this one to overtime. As now Haverfield breaks The press given by Page in a one-on-one defensive situation. Picks up the ball, and he passes it to Coach, and Coach doesn't have any eligibility left, so it's going to be Belgrade's ball.
And that's a huge turnover by Dillon. You don't see that often, especially with them with the lead with a minute 48 to go. You almost go to your free throw layup mode at that point where Belgrade has to foul you. You don't need to score. You're up 3, especially up 3. So gives Belgrade one more shot to either get into that lead or even tie the basketball game.
Reynolds inside, gets it to Edwards, and Edwards lays it in. Nice pass again from Edwards. It's a 1-point game with a minute 30 to go.
Let's see if Belgrade can keep the pressure up in their man defense here. Just got to stay down, keep guys in front of you, try to get a 5-second call without fouling. Double bonus right now. Haverfield gets all the way to the rim.
Boy, Haverfield got all the way in and laid it in. And Fowler really had to pull back because of the foul situation. 3-point game now, 1:08 to go. Panthers trailing. Dawson Fowler here controlling it. Skip pass all the way to Page. Now Reynolds down low. Gets it to Edwards. Boy, and that's 3 consecutive assists from Reynolds. And Edwards lays it in. It's a 1-point game. Bozeman Ford Lincoln RV scoreboard reads Dillon 61, Belgrade 60, 56 seconds to go in overtime. And this one's kind of exciting.
Yeah, Deming took his last time out there to stop the clock, which is good. Reynolds makes a nice another pass off the penetration. Here, you got to see it's tough, but Dillon's got to go free throw layup mode here.
Right.
Either you got a free layup to go all the way to the hole, or get fouled, and we'll see what Coach Deming elects to do if he goes run and jump here full court and man-to-man, or if he's going to come out in a zone trap press to see force Dillon's hand here.
I have an updated final from the Special Events Center in Belgrade, Montana. The Panther girls defeat the Dillon Beaver girls basketball team. Final score 32-18. I do not have statistics. I don't have any other numbers. I just know it was a low-scoring affair, and the Belgrade Lady Panthers are now 3-0 on this young season.
Great job to them.
Now inbounded to Haverfield. 54 seconds to go. Gets it across midcourt. Page guarding Haverfield. Fitzgerald now to Lemieux. 40 seconds to go now in this game. 1-point game. Dillon with the lead in the ball. Fitzgerald looking to take time off the clock. We're at 35 seconds to go. This is Rakic now to Haverfield. Under 30 seconds to play. Boy, and there it is. There's the call.
3-second call?
That's what I think it was. What do we got here? No, it's going to be...
that's the guy who keeps calling 3 seconds.
It looked like he called 3 seconds in the key with 27 seconds to go in overtime.
No, I was just hoping he would, because he was Mr. 3 seconds all game, and now he doesn't come through on our side.
Yeah, I know. We needed that. So it's going to send the big man to the free throw line. Clay Allison, the 6'9" senior for the Beavers, is going to go to the free throw line, and he's got a chance to shoot 2. This first one is no good.
Not a bad foul there. Not a great free throw shooter here, so that's not a bad kid to foul. Looked like a phantom call, though, but Belgrade's got a box out here.
Missed free throw, rebound, and Edwards.
Nice job by Austin Edwards. Big play.
Dawson Fowler with the ball. 22 seconds to go, down by 1.
This is what you want. Dawson with the ball.
On the way.
He hits it! Hits the 3! Fowler. Good screen off the top. Nice pull.
12 seconds to go. Panthers with a 2-point lead. Haverfield looks to drive. He pulls up. No, he passes it. And Allison. Allison lays it in. 5 seconds to go. Fowler,
give it back to Dawson.
He's got a half-court shot. This would win it. He just misses off the backboard. We're going to double overtime.
Wow.
Holy smokes. Let's go ahead and step aside for 30 seconds. Jill, take us on a 30-second break. You are listening to Belgrade Panther basketball on 1230 ESPN Radio. Back in 30 seconds. All right, back from that break, and I'm losing my voice here a little bit. We are headed to overtime number 2. 63-63 is the score as I look at the Bozeman Ford Lincoln RV scoreboard. Andy, breakdown point where we're at now, entering the second overtime.
Well, you need to get your coaching voice. That way you don't lose your voice. Get your coaching voice.
Right, I got to get my coaching voice. It's still early in the season.
It goes back, Dawson Fowler's got 4 fouls here. It's going to be huge to see how he plays here. But the Panthers have got to come out. Dawson is very long. He's going back to do the offensive tip. We got to get an offensive tip. We'll see. They're going to a defensive tip situation here. Looks like he's probably going to tip the ball back.
And Belgrade's going to control the tip. Yeah, Belgrade's going to control it here. Walker here with the ball, gets it to Page.
No turnovers here is needful by the Belgrade Panthers. They just got to get a good, clean shot off in their offense. Be the first one to score.
Fowler for 3, deep, misses. Rebound here to Lemieux. Lemieux looks down court, finds Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald back up to Haverfield. Haverfield elects not to take the open 3, looks to drive in. Kicks it back out to Rakic. Now Lemieux. Lemieux drives left hand, pulls it back out, and nearly stolen by Matt Walker, but we have a foul called on Walker, and I'm not sure about that whistle as well.
Yeah, that's tough there off the reach in. Matt thought he got all ball. We had a tough angle here. I don't know if you can see that there on the replay, but that's tough because that's a 2-shot foul. We're in the bonus. Dillon only has 5 fouls, correct?
Yeah, Dillon only has 5 team fouls, and we are in the second overtime
of the second round. Yeah, so
second overtime period, and Dillon's only got 5.
Go figure to that one, too.
So first free throw misses, second free throw on the way, misses as well. Noel Reynolds grabs the rebound, 63 all with 3:20 to go here in overtime number 2. Easton Page controls the ball, gets it to Walker, back to Page. Edwards now up top. Spins and drives, kicks it to Fowler. Fowler inside. Boy, that was a nice no-look pass, but he just didn't have his teammate on the same page. Edwards is pounding his chest saying, that's on me. Turnover, it's going to be Beavers' ball.
Yeah, you can't get caught watching offensively, and Austin needed to move off that pass a little bit to get to that open little spot against the zone there.
Boy, dangerous pass there, almost goes out of bounds. Rakic grabs it, though. Haverfield now controls it.
Yeah, they were looking for that back screen lob.
Haverfield.
Air ball.
Yeah, short on the 15-foot jumper, but controlled here by Fitzgerald. Now driving in and blocked by Edwards, but the ball goes out of bounds. Our film crew loved that block there by Edwards, but it's going to be Dillon's ball under the basket.
Yeah, when you shoot a 15-foot jump shot and you only shoot it 13 feet, it's probably going to airball.
Yeah, so that was short, but Dillon with control here. 2:40 to go in the second overtime as Lemieux misses that one. Allison with the rebound.
Good hands by Walker.
We got a jump ball, and it's going to be possession arrow in favor of the Dillon Beavers. Boy, Belgrade on a nice defensive stand here. It'd be nice to get this ball back. A couple of breaks have fallen in the way of Dillon. Now at least Belgrade with the possession arrow if there is another tie-up with 2:32 to go here in this overtime.
Belgrade does a great job of getting through the screens off the inbound of the flat play by Dillon. Good defense by Easton Page, keeping in front.
Now on the wing, this is Lemieux. Drives, spins.
Just stay down, move your feet, stay down, close out low.
Fitzgerald up top now. Lemieux up top. Jump shot on the way, misses. Rebound by Allison, and he is fouled. Boy, a lot of contact down low. And, I think that was Haverfield.
Yeah, Austin's got to be careful there. I know he's emotional because it's a tight game, but you can't. The refs gave him one there.
Yep.
Because in theory, anytime you slam the basketball, it's usually an automatic technical, no matter your intent. So the refs let that one slide. He got lucky there. Tie ball game. It could have been a whole different ball game if he would have got a technical there. So it's a game of emotion when it's tied like this. Second overtime, you want to win badly, but he got away with the one. He's got to learn down the road there.
So let me update you. Haverfield missed the first free throw, makes the second. So with 2:09 to go in overtime, Dillon with a 1-point lead, 64-63. 2:05 to go here. Is now in the corner is Reynolds. Gets it up to Page. Page to Walker. Walker for 3. Misses. Rebound. Grab by Allison. 1:50 to go in the game and a 1-point lead here for the Beavers. And Haverfield's got it, and he's just slowing it down.
Yeah, he's going to look, especially if he's not going to get a 5-second call, he's going to hold the basketball as long as he can. So Belgrade's got to know when to come up and try to get a 5-second call and when to just keep in front.
Boy, a trap in the corner, and it's going to be a timeout taken by the Beavers. 1:31 to go here in the second overtime period. Again, Belgrade trailed in this one by as much as 17 points. It looked all but over, and Dawson Fowler working his magic here in the fourth quarter to keep Belgrade in it. And then in the first overtime, Belgrade trailed throughout, nearly won it at the end. Just unable to get a stop in the last 5 seconds with Haverfield, I believe, who laid in that far. Was it Allison who hit the shot to send it to overtime number 2? And now where we stand in overtime number 2, Bozeman Ford Lincoln RV scoreboard reads 1:31 to play. Possession arrow in favor of the Panthers. And Dillon 64, Belgrade 63. Belgrade has well over 10 team fouls in the second half, so it's the double bonus for the Beavers. And funny enough, Belgrade's not even in 1-1 yet.
No, Dillon only 5 fouls.
5 team fouls.
And so Belgrade, when they get to foul mode here, it's going to be a little bit tougher because they got 2 more fouls to give. Unfortunately, you got Dawson Fowler with 4, and you don't want him to be taking the fouls. So I'm sure that's what Deming discussed in the timeout, that Dawson cannot be the one to make the fouls. Players with less fouls have to be able to do that so he doesn't get benched with his 5th foul. So
inbound to Haverfield. Page applying the pressure here on defense. Haverfield looking to drive, gets inside, pulls up, and off the glass and in. 3-point lead now for the Beavers with 1:15 to go.
Made it look pretty easy. Getting that isolation was good off the dribble. It's tough to help, but when they do that, someone's got to step in and maybe help to force the jump shot, but pulled up for the little short bank shot and made it.
So Walker now with 1 minute to go. Panthers trailing by 3 with the ball. Page now on the wing, drives, pulls up, gets it to Edwards. Edwards fights for the ball down low, gets it to Fowler. Fowler now looking for some room, gets it to Walker. Walker for 3. Long rebound, Reynolds.
Job by Noel fighting for the basketball.
Noel
gets a foul call. That's great job by Noel, but unfortunately, you think you're going to the line for the bonus, and that's not so. Only Dillon's 6th foul.
Yeah, and but Noel Reynolds has had just great body positioning on some of these rebounds tonight. He's not the tallest guy out there, but he's grabbed a few. As this time the ball is lost by Fowler. Dillon here comes up with it, and with 33 seconds to go in a 3-point lead, Belgrade's going to need to get this trap or get a quick foul.
Yeah, Walker's got to come up on that a lot sooner. They tried to trap, so he's got to come up on Haverfield, not play so far back.
Timeout taken by Dillon. 23 seconds to go. We're going to keep it right here with you. Want to thank Tire Factory. Always on time, always the right tire, always the right price, and always the best warranty. Overtime number 2. Panthers trailing by 3 with 23 seconds to go. And it is Dillon's ball. So I don't know if there's really any time. I guess you try to get the steal off the inbound, but as soon as the ball is possessed by the Beavers, Belgrade is going to need to foul, and they're going to need Dawson Fowler to be that player that doesn't commit the foul.
If you can get one quick trap off the first pass, that's what you're trying to go for. If you can't do it, a couple seconds get in, you might have to foul right away. And I think that's why Spencer Gordon's coming into the game.
Yeah, Spencer Gordon looking to check in. He's not going to come in right away.
Yeah, I think he just missed the clock there.
We got a tied up ball.
That's a great play. Looks like Dawson was going to be the one to finish the foul, and he's got to not be that guy. But they get it out of the corner, and then they grab the ball for a jump ball by Walker.
Jump ball, possession arrow goes to the Panthers. Matt Walker there with the tie-up. 19 seconds to go, 3-point game. Page gets it into Walker.
We got to go here, though. Too nonchalant. Too much time coming off the clock.
14 seconds now. Now Fowler from the wing for 3. Oh! Dawson,
you got to get back. You got to get back.
5 seconds.
You got to keep guys in front. No foul.
With the ball. Haverfield pulls up from a deep 3. Puts it in. And Michael Haverfield hits the game winner from the volleyball line.
You can't write that. I cannot believe that.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
I got to tip my hat to both teams tonight, as that was an unbelievably well-played game by both teams. Unfortunately, the Panthers take this loss tonight a 69-66 final. Dawson Fowler hits a huge three with 5 seconds to go to tie it. And Haverfield hits a darn near half-court three-pointer to win it. And I got to tell you, he banked it. Did you see that he banked it?
He didn't call it.
He didn't call bank.
And it's 9:14 at night.
It's
the bank's not open.
The bank in
double
Dillon
overtime.
Is not open.
I can't believe he hit that. That's tough, and that's just like a Dillon team. I've seen it time and time again in state championships, football even too. They capitalize on plays like that all the time, and that's just their fortune. That's kind of their mantra, and our guys have played a hell of a game there, and they down 17 and battled back, and Dawson Fowler rose to the occasion. Played like the top 5 player he is in the state, and it's too bad that it had to finish that way, because our guys bounced back and looked like we probably had another overtime there.
Yeah, we were going for overtime number 3. We're sitting here in stunned disbelief. Again, final score, 2 overtimes. Dillon 69, Belgrade 66. Player of the game was Dawson Fowler for the Panthers and Michael Haverfield for the Beavers. We'll go ahead and close it out right here. I want to thank everyone who tuned in on Panther Live, everyone who tuned in on 1230 KBOZ ESPN Radio, and want to thank Jill who stuck around for a little overtime, double overtime action. So thanks to everyone who tuned in. We will go ahead and kick this one back to the station, and we're going to have a rematch of this one in about 8 weeks, so can't wait to have that rematch. So thank you everyone for tuning in tonight. Until next time, you are listening to Belgrade Panther Basketball on 1230 KBOZ ESPN Radio.